choose the service.
Calder Cup playoffs return to Utica tonight as the Comets get their postseason journey underway in Game 1 of the North Division semifinals against the Rochester Americans. Let's head down to the site of tonight's game at the Adirondack Bank Center. We're joined by Sports Director Spencer Davidson. He's live outside tailgating. Spencer, good evening.
Jason, it is the most wonderful time of the year, and a time that the Comets and its fans have waited for quite some time. The team getting the North Division semifinals underway tonight against the Rochester Americans, the organization's first playoff appearance since 2018. Joining me now here live as we get ready for puck drop, Comets President Rob Esch. And Rob, first of all, it's been a tough couple of years with cancellations, postponements, no fans in the stands. I mean, just to have the playoffs back here in Utica, how excited are you?
You know what? I got to be honest. I was saying it before we got on the camera. There's a lot of anxiety. It's funny being on this side for quite a while. I've been, but I'm looking forward to just everybody. The energy at playoff time is exceptional, as everybody knows. The whiteout's a terrific thing that everybody takes part in. The tailgating, and I'm just looking forward to dropping the puck and getting going.
Yeah, and what are you expecting tonight, with the whiteouts returning, like you just said, remembering from back with other playoff appearances that the organization has had, what are you expecting tonight with this crowd? It's been waiting a long time for this.
Well, I think, the guy's been waiting around a little bit here, and I think with Coach Deneen, there's nobody that'll have a team more prepared than him. He's been through all parts of hockey. He's got so much experience. I think the guys are going to come out fired up. I know that the fans are going to be fired up. And I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I think it's going to be exciting for everybody in the community.
Already getting going.
Yeah.
You're already getting going. Now, we obviously know, what good it can do for the organization, for, the Adirondack Bank Center having a run, like this. But how can it also benefit just kind of the city of Utica and the downtown area with a team going on a run?
I think, all sports teams are, predicated off, the civic pride that they instill into folks, you forget a lot about things going on in the world when you get to watch sports. And I think that's the greatest thing about all sports, whether it's amateur, collegiate, or if it's professional. So for me, I'm looking forward to just, getting this puck drop, getting us going, and looking forward to hopefully a win at the end of the night.
Comets, obviously, the top seed in the North Division, but have played, Rochester evenly this year, each team winning 6 games. The Comets haven't played in a week. Rochester just coming off a 2-game sweep over Belleville. But watching this Comets team all year, what's your confidence level in this squad as they head into the playoffs?
Well, it's confident, and I definitely will say, we sure aren't going to overlook anybody. And I think, anybody that followed the AHL season, teams 2 through 6, we're all phenomenal teams. It doesn't matter whether it's Syracuse, Laval, Belleville, Rochester. I mean, you go down the whole laundry list of teams, and it's just amazing to see that competitiveness all the way through to the last game of the season. So all the teams that the North Division has in it, I biasly think that it's the best division, and I think it's a testament to all the organizations. But in saying that, I hope we prevail at the end of it.
All right, Rob, thank you very much. Comets President Robert Esch. Utica gets the playoffs going tonight. Game 1 of the North Division semifinals against the Rochester Americans here at the Adirondack Bank Center. Coming up at 6, we're going to hear from the team one more time before puck drop. Jason, back to you.
All right, Spencer Davidson reporting live. Thanks so much. Well, after over 8 decades in the game of baseball,
the 17-18 season.
It's been 10 days since the Comets last played a game. But with a whiteout expected to be in the stands, fans are so ready for this puck drop. It is your top story tonight. The Comets are set to begin their best-of-5 playoff series against the Rochester Americans. These division rivals, well, they split 12 regular season meetings between each other, including 1 overtime loss for each. Rochester is coming off a first-round sweep of Belleville, while Utica will be in action for the first time, as we said, in 10 days. Puck drops at 7 o'clock. Sports Director Spencer Davidson is going to join us live from the Odd later in sports.
But first, we're outside the Odd because the nice weather and the playoff hockey has made...
Good evening. What a night we have in store at the Adirondack Bank Center. After a 4-year wait, the Calder Cup playoffs return here to Utica as the Comets get their postseason journey underway with Game 1 of the North Division semifinals against the Rochester Americans. Now, fans are flocking their way in and getting ready for whiteout conditions here tonight at the Odd. It's the first playoff action for a Comets team since 2018, first for a New Jersey Devils AHL affiliate since 2017 with the then Albany Devils. The Comets open up the playoffs the same way it did the regular season here at the Odd against the Amerks, and hope to start off the same way they did all those months ago in October with a win. It's a best-of-5 series. First to 3 wins moves on, and the first 2 games are here in Utica. Now, these teams met 12 times during the regular season, with each winning 6, including one in overtime. The Amerks got the better of the Comets in their last meeting, a dominant 8-1 win back on April 29th. The Comets haven't played since the following night, April 30th, as they awaited their opponent for this series, while the Amerks come in after sweeping the Belleville Senators in 2 straight in a best-of-3 first-round series. Before we get to puck drop tonight, let's hear from the team one final time to get their thoughts about what it'll take to advance past the Amerks.
There's been no lack of goal scoring by either team. I think there's a lot of offensive talent on both sides of the ice, and we have an expectation of how we feel we have to play to have success, and I'm sure they do as well. So we drop the puck, and at the end of it, a lot of times playoffs come down to a little bit of intangibles and a little bit of work ethic, discipline, and want. There's no feeling your way into it. Rochester's obviously had 2 emotional wins that they'll be feeding off of, and we've got the rush factor. To me, if I had my choice, I'd probably say I'd rather have played games and kept our guys active, but again, you got to deal with the scheduling the way it works out.
I mean, everyone kind of knows what is expected in playoffs. Each and every shift is going to be a hard and demanding effort, so we need everyone to pull the rope in our direction and make sure that everyone does the right things, and we rely on our teammates to do their job and we can do ours. It's going to be a team effort. It's going to be a 16-minute effort, and we're excited. Our eyes are set on winning it all, so we're just looking forward to the journey and you know, making sure that we play the long game and we take it a day at a time.
Puck drop here at the Odd is at 7. We are just minutes away for warm-ups here at the Adirondack Bank Center as fans are getting ready. You can hear the crescendo. The players are about to come out onto the ice for their warm-ups. I'll have highlights and a wrap-up from this game tonight during our 11 o'clock show from the Adirondack Bank Center here in Utica. Playoff hockey is back, and we are ready. I'm Spencer Davidson. News Channel 2 at 6. We'll wrap up after the break.
Thruway rival, Rochester. It was the return of the playoff whiteout as Utica hosted the Amerks in Game 1 of the best-of-5 North Division semis. The Comets trailed 2-0 and 3-2, but found a way to tie it both times. In the second, the captain, Ryan Schmelter, jams home the rebound on a power play to even the game up at 3. We're tied heading into the third now. The Comets rattled off 3 more goals, including the eventual game winner from Joe Gambardella. It was quite a night in downtown Utica as the Comets go on to win 6-3 in front of a raucous crowd. Sports director Spencer Davidson will have full highlights and post-game reaction in sports on News Channel 2 at 11. Time now for a first look at the forecast. Let's get over Chief Media. Playoffs for the first time in 4 years. Their foe in this round, Thruway rival, Rochester. It was the return of the playoff whiteout as Utica hosted the Amerks in Game 1 of the best-of-5 North Division semifinals. The Comets trailed 2-0 and 3-2, but found a way to tie it both times. In the second, the captain, Ryan Schmelter, jams home the rebound. It's a power play goal. Ties things up at 3. Tied heading to the third. The Comets rattled off 3 more goals, including a game winner right here from Joe Gambardella. Oh, what a night it was in downtown Utica. The Comets go on to win 6-3 in front of a raucous crowd. Sports director Spencer Davidson is raucous as well. He's going to have full highlights and post-game interviews later on in sports. Time now for a first look at the forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Carl.
From the Sports Station, powered by Hamilton Orthopedics, Spine and Sports Medicine. Here is News Channel 2 Sports Director Spencer Davidson.
Good evening. Postseason hockey has arrived in Utica as the Comets got their Calder Cup playoff journey underway with Game 1 of the North Division semifinals against rival Rochester Americans tonight. Whiteout conditions at the Adirondack Bank Center tonight. First playoff action for the Comets since 2018, and the fans were ready from the drop. Unfortunately, the team wasn't. After a week off, Comets a bit rusty in the first. Early power play for the Amerks. R2 Ruotsalainen alone on the dot, snaps it home. Rochester opens the scoring. Amherst would get another and lead 2-0 after 1. Comets were a good second period team in the regular season, though. To the middle frame here, off an offensive zone faceoff, Riley Walsh's shot from the point is stopped. Scramble for the rebound, and Tice Thompson is there to jam it home. Utica is on the board, down 2-1. Just 59 seconds later, you could feel the roof ready to come off the building, and it nearly does here. Nikita Ahotuk to Robbie Russo for the one-timer. A flamethrower to the back of the net. Pandemonium at the odd. We are tied. Past the midway point of the frame, Amherst looking to grab back momentum. Ruotsalainen, again from the dot, goes top cheddar for his second goal of the game. Crowd silenced once more. Rochester back on top, 3-2. Comets not done in the second just yet, though. Under 5 minutes to play. Utica on the power play. A.J. Greer's shot is stopped, but Captain Ryan Schmelzer muscles it in from the sharp angle. We'd head to the third, tied 3-3. So in the final frame, midway through, Fabian Zetterlund able to beat his man up the ice to the outside. Backhander off the post. Joe Gambardella finds the juicy rebound waiting in the crease. He puts it in for the go-ahead goal. 4,000 strong on their feet. Comets lead for the first time, 4-3. With 6 minutes to play, Utica looking for some insurance. Like a good neighbor, A.J. Greer is there. Snipe City from the high slot off the faceoff. Greer would pot another shortly after to put a bow on this one. Gutsy comeback win for the Comets, who take it 6-3 and grab a 1-0 series lead.
We were a little sleepy there for the first period, and you know what? That's this team. I mean, over the course of the year, there's been a lot of games where we have found ways to show a little bit of resiliency and come back, and that was certainly the case tonight. As the game wore on, we started to get our playoff mojo. I think early on it was a little bit men against boys. We couldn't make a play, we couldn't make a pass, and it's a hard way to play the game. And then second period came around, your leaders go out there and play your hard game, and I think dragged everybody into the battle. It was obviously a physical hockey game, and I thought it was a well-played game. It was a little closer than the final score indicated.
So the Comets celebrate tonight's Game 1 win, need 2 more wins to advance. Game 2, though, not until Saturday. Both teams back at the Adirondack Bank Center for a 7 p.m. puck drop. After